Hello everyone. So we are just leaving the Pyrenees. We had about, how many days there? Week, I guess?
1 week, yeah.
And it was beautiful. It's actually someplace that it's hard to, we'll show you lots of pictures, but you kind of have to be there to experience it. Great trip. Now we are turning inland. So we're going to a town called Burgos. And on the way there though, we're going to visit a winery in Rioja. Hopefully they'll let Misty in. And then another castle on the way. So we'll see you in Burgos.
Retirement, the final chapter. These are the adventures of the Great Banana. Its one-year mission: to explore strange new foods, to seek out new pastas, and new ways to screw things up. To boldly go where no banana has gone before.
So this small boutique winery that we decided to visit in the city, it was actually their processing place. Their vineyard was actually farther away in the countryside. But he had some unique insights on wine. He didn't put a lot of emphasis in the year. He says that that's sort of overrated.
And what year was a good year?
Yeah, here's a good year.
Yeah.
I don't know, that kind of like Frenchy fixation on vintages, like Champagne and Bordeaux, Verigny.
Yeah, you don't find that there's not much of a difference?
Every year's good. There's always vintage ratings here, but I don't even read them.
And he was saying that out of the 600 wineries in the Rioja region, 400 of them use oak. And their belief is that oak and oakiness and wood barrels poorly affect the taste of the wine.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, this is 100% Garnacha.
Okay.
It's in clay pots. Okay, so it's an amphoras. Alright, so amphora aged. But we also do one in...
So clay pots rather than the traditional oak barrels.
Yeah,
And
we don't do crianzas or reservas or reservas. Those things are recipes.
I can kind of see that. I mean, the taste of oak and grape don't necessarily go well together. So they use stainless steel vats, and it is like I said, a private boutique winery. They only produce a very small amount of bottles a year. So I decided to get one, and we'll try it out, and I'll let you know how it is.
this is the nicest Airbnb we've been to so far. And it's in a town called Burgos. In an 18th century building. You know, we could have done this with a kamenitsa that we would have bought from Poland. We did. And you're not going to believe the view coming right out the door. We are right in front of the Cathedral de Santa Maria. A great example of Gothic architecture. Check that out. It's huge. So cool at nighttime. This is a major stopping point for the pilgrims that are on the Camino de Santiago, and this is a famous breakfast place that everyone goes to. So if we go inside, you'll see a lot of pilgrims who are walking all the way through France and Spain. This never gets old. Wow, this is cool. It's carved in marble. So it's a statue. Wow, this is really cool. This is the first one I've seen in silver. That is beautiful. Hey, that guy looks like a great banana with a beard. Okay, this is creepy. Looks like this is the door to a dungeon or something. And you know what? I see treasure in there. Anyways, I have a feeling this is to pay the ferryman. And Lord knows I might need help, so I'm gonna pay the ferryman. Want it for me? What else should I pay for?
Not for me, I don't need it.
Okay, for anyone else who needs it. Things I do for you guys.
You could give him lots of money.
Lots. For my YouTube viewers. Wow, look at the size of this tapestry. I wonder how much that's worth. Holy cow. It's crazy how lifelike that is. Wow, this goes back to 1487. But check out, I don't know if you can see this, but there's paintings behind, I guess, clear, they wouldn't have had glass, I don't think, but clear stone shaped and polished into a dome so that it enlarges the picture behind it. This place is huge.
So the Burgos Cathedral is really cool. We enjoyed it, and especially because we got to see both versions of it, night and day. Anyways, time for the next place.
Okay, so we just crested that hill and we're just driving, and I noticed something to the side of the road. And check this out. I mean, I guess it's way too far gone to be restored. I do see evidence of it being open to the public. I see a flag there. There's some sort of light there. There was a garbage can, but this is completely abandoned. So, time to do a little exploring. This is the kind of exploring Misty likes. She's free to go wherever she wants. Right, Misty? Hmm? Okay, we have to find the entrance though. It's very nice of this person. So they're doing some reno work on this, and normally it's not open to the public right now, but he let us inside to look around. Wow, this is incredible. Oh yeah. So I guess, yeah, are we in the moat? No, it can't be the moat. Wow. The entrance is cool. Check this out. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys the story of what this guy was telling me. He was working on restoring the castle. The castle belonged to a bishop back in like the 12th century, and the bishop, this was originally a church. Okay, so but the bishop gets in a little argument with the king, and the bishop gets a little paranoid, and he thinks that the king is going to attack him. So he orders the building of this castle around the church, and it becomes like, the guide was telling me, it becomes his panic room because he doesn't actually live here. Anyways, over the years, the king and the bishop make up, and the castle was never used for anything. So he says that it's a very unique castle because it was built in like between the 14th century, 15th century, and it never saw a war. It was never used for war. It was just built as a precaution. The doors that we took pictures of, they are original 15th century doors with wood that was made from a tree that is now extinct. They actually found a variation of the tree in China and reintroduced it back in Spain, but it's a slightly different genetic variety. But so the original trees are actually all extinct. But the wood was incredibly hard and thick, and I can't believe it's from the 15th century. So anyways, very cool. I love the way that we just sort of discover these things and meet some really nice people. Great experience. Wow, I just had to pull over before entering the city because Segovia is beautiful. My goodness. You can imagine what would have looked like back in the medieval days, where these big plains, you could see the city for miles and miles. And then come into something as magical as that. Looks like something out of Disney World. So, a bastion before the entrance. Wow. Check this out.
La flor y la canela derrama marisura y a su paso deja aroma de pintura que en el pecho llevamos.
Isn't this the beautiful Cathedral of Segovia? You know what? They're starting to all look the same. Nonetheless, pretty grandiose. Yeah, but to be honest, I like Burgos better, but it's different. But what I like is combining the history behind places like this. I mean, Segovia has a much deeper history, I think, than Burgos. I will look that up later. So I'm actually going to end the video here because I want to stick to the shorter format, and we'll continue Segovia on the next week, but you got to see this town. It is absolutely beautiful. So hopefully we'll see you next week on another adventure of the Great Banana.
Si descubrir quién soy, sin prisa ni temor, sin culpa ni traición. Baila como lo hace la espera, alza el grito que resuena en mi garganta. Dentro de mi boca, por la que hoy me quedan ganas, ella me despierta en la mañana, en su versión más natural y delicada. Ella es dentro de mi sol, corazón, por la que hoy me quedan ganas.
No, coge vacaciones.
Why are you filming shit?